The Chamberlain said you know something about the demons haunting the castle.
Those monsters are back again. Last summer, we only heard them scratching the walls and roof with their claws. But they got a lot more bold this time. They're leaving charred marks on my wooden spoons, throwing clumps in my food, and they're constantly leaving their droppings in my kitchen.
Are you sure they're demons? I've seen a few mice here. They go wherever they want.
Only you youngsters can come up with something so stupid. You wouldn't know Lucifer if he pricked you in the forehead with his horns. I'm sure they're demons. They're jealous of the prosperity and peace Lord von Berghoff has brought us these last few years.
If you say so. Where should I look for them?
They're coming from the other side of the castle, below the maiden, I swear.
How should I deal with them?
Of course. Everyone knows the demons enter this world through the flames. You have to find 5 fireplaces in the palace, under the maiden, and sprinkle water on them. Be careful to sprinkle within the width of your little finger. 9 drops, 1 for every angelic choir. And every 3rd drop must be twice as big as the ones before it.
I don't have much of a choice. I'll find the fireplaces in the palace and sprinkle them with the water I got from the Chamberlain.
And one more thing to take to heart. The spell is most effective when performed in the moonlight. But most of all, don't forget, 9 drops. Take care now.
Excuse me. What are you doing here? It hasn't been safe around here as of late.
I'm just passing through. Keep up the good work, Master Guard.
I'll do what I can. We need it now more than ever.
Lord von Berghoff sent me. I'm supposed to collect, a gift in return for my services.
If he sent you directly to me, you must have made quite an impression on him. In that case, I'll give you one of our best weapons. What would you choose?
I'll take a longsword.
A true swordsman's weapon. Good choice. Having the right armor for your choice of weapon wouldn't go amiss. I don't think Lord von Berghoff will mind if I give you something extra.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
If you want to train your combat skills, I'm at your service. After all, any weapon is only as good as the man who wields. What are you whistling for? Stop that whistling.
I'd like to learn a new combat technique.
Certainly. Why not? I happen to have some time on my hands, and a good stretch would do me well. As you can probably figure, I like the longsword because it's beautiful and an absolutely nimble weapon. Our grandfathers didn't use them, but today in Prague, everyone is tripping over themselves to learn how to fight with one. I'll be happy to show you how to handle it better. What do you say?
That sounds good. Teach me that.
As you wish. The first thing is to realize a sword has 2 blades, and thanks to your second hand on the hilt, you can quickly spin it around and hit your opponent's head. These are exactly the techniques that make the longsword an extremely deadly weapon. Now come and try it a few times. All good? No learning has ever fallen from heaven for anybody.
What are you doing at Trotsky? You don't look like you're from around here either. Or am I mistaken?
I'm from Prague, but I don't have your talent for trouble. I mean, you almost ended up on the gallows.
That was just a bit of a misunderstanding. That band that's been raising hell around here is to blame.
Aye, so I've heard. At any rate, you sure have a merry lord.
My lord is who he is, and I serve him for better or for worse.
And then you pay for his mistakes, eh? I know how that is. I served in Prague myself.
Really? You look like a noble to me, and well studied too.
Aye. That's what 3 years at a university will do to a person. But that's all in the past now.
You studied at the Prague University?
Aye. But my sword lessons have come in handier. That's why I'm here now. Von Berghoff hired me as a personal guard and as a teacher of the local garrison.
Really? I'd like to see how people fight with swords in Prague.
That's no problem. I'll show you a few tricks.
If I'm certain you...
Yes, let's get started.
I see you've got a dice table here.
Ah, I'd love to, but Father Nicodemus took me for everything I had. Oh, wait a mo. The guards found something on this one thief they caught. Some sort of map. They thought it might lead to the thief's hoard. They wanted to go looking for it, but I took the map from them. Want to play for it?
I'll gladly play for the map.
Let's get to it then.
Maybe you're not playing for the first time, but you can't beat me. Alright, that'll do. Like this.
Hello, Aliana. I'm good.
Damn!
How are you?
Shit!
And a win.
My God, why?
Sakura! Here, take it. I reckon I'll stay away from dice for a while.
Where is this? Suchadol?
I'd like... What would you like?
Can we fight?
As you wish.
I just want to...
What will you...
I'll take a...
What weapon...
You take a...
Are you ready?
Would you let...
How many men...
Why don't we...
My.
What the... Show what you're made of! We could have got you, you horse! I'm all your...
Try that! Take that!
Show you...
I'm all yours! I'll rip... Take that! Show what you're made of! I'm all yours! We're going to gut you, you whoreson! Go fuck yourself! I'm hit! You want to try me? I reckon you've had enough.
You're right.
We can continue as soon as you catch your breath.
Let's change weapons.
What will you fight?
I'll go with a...
What weapon?
You take...
Are you ready?
Let's do that. Try attacking.
As you wish.
Da. Da.
Enough. Give me a moment and we...
Another practice.
What's your...
I'll go with a...
What should I...
The same...
Are you ready?
Would you let...
How many...
I can...
My. Take that!
That hit home!
what you're made of.
I'll rip your...
Wanker! Do it! For the cross! What the...
Joe! What the fuck was that?
You want to try? Useless.
I'm all yours.
Wanker! That hit home.
Show what you're made of.
For the cross!
I reckon you've had enough. We can continue as soon... What are you whistling for?
Privies for the soldiers, but not a demon in sight.
Be careful. It's not safe here. Oh, you poo.
Ah, you must have been wrong about those demons. The place you described to me was just a shitter.
You're right. My bad. I realised as soon as you left.
So where should I start looking for those demons?
I was actually going to send you to the palace below the Maiden Tower. It's upstairs, near Lord von Burgos and the Burgrave's chambers. I hear a mysterious door appears right next to the staircase leading to the tower. It must be the devil's work.
All right, I'll have a look. But you better not be messing with me. The Chamberlain said you know something about the demons haunting the castle.
Of course I do. But I don't know what to think anymore. I keep finding hair in my food. Someone hides my spices. My soup goes sour. And there's that awful smell.
Well, maybe it's just a stray dog or a cat. What would demons want here anyway?
The more I think about it, the more I think it really is. A dog can't make your soup go sour. And besides, sometimes you hear this strange whispering around here.
Where should I start looking?
They must be coming from the other side of the castle. Under the crone.
Bertha told me the demons are likely to be coming from here, under the Maiden.
Oh, of course she did. They've been messing with her head. That old crone's under their spell. I always knew it.
Let me guess. I'm going to have to go around fireplaces and sprinkle 9 drops of water on them.
9? Why 9? But you're mostly right. You have to douse the ground in front of the fireplace they're coming from. That creates a boundary demons can't cross.
All right. Where can I find the fireplaces?
That's hard to describe. Anyway, there are 5 such fireplaces on the crone side of the castle. Together they form the shape of a 5-pointed star, a pentagram.
Don't worry. I'll take care of everything. Hopefully I won't miss it.
If I were you, I'd do it during the night. Even the demons have to sleep sometime, don't...
The devil never sleeps.
And the old hag rushes in where the devil fits. The sooner you get rid of them. Farewell.
Oh, great. Another shitter. The place you sent me to was just another privy. I'm starting to lose my patience.
Oops, excuse me and my befuddled mind, I've messed up again.
You're just messing with me. People are scared, rumours are spreading, and you're sending me from one privy to another.
It was just a little misunderstanding.
I don't have time for your stupid jokes.
Suit yourself, but don't be surprised when one of the demons comes back to bite you.
That should do it.
I just had a chill down my spine. What was that? Be careful. God is punishing us for our sins.
Back to hell with you.
What are you doing? I just had a chill down my spine. Just water. What was that?
That should do it.
It hasn't been safe around here as of late.
Ah, don't worry. I'm a saint.
You'd better be.
They won't be getting past this.
Excuse me.
That should do it.
Christ! Pardon me.
I heard some interesting books from Prague have arrived at the castle. There's one I'd like to borrow. An alchemist's cookbook. A sand-coloured cover, embossed.
Yes, several rare and astonishing books have arrived from Prague. But why are you interested in an alchemist's cookbook, of all things?
I've heard there are some interesting ideas in it. Every alchemist is in dogged pursuit of wisdom, especially those from Prague.
Perhaps you know more about that book than I do. Well, I'll have to disappoint you. Lord Nickvard Libak helped me sort the new books at the time, and the one you're looking for caught his attention. He left with it before I could even discover what it's about. All I remember is the author's initials, B.B. I'm fairly benevolent when it comes to lending books, and I appreciate Nickvard's help, but he's had it borrowed for an excessive amount of time now. I'd like to ask him to return it, but he's been avoiding me.
I'll have a talk with Nickvard and find out what the problem is.
You think I haven't tried? But since you've already offered to address this pressing situation, listen to what I've learned. It seems Nickvard lost the book. I've warned him repeatedly not to carry borrowed books around with him, but to leave them in his chamber and read them there. But Nickvard is old and stubborn, and this is how things turn out.
The price of such a book must be incalculable. People like Nickvard are too dumb to understand.
But I digress. As I said, Nickvard is intentionally avoiding me. But I've made headway. I've managed to find 3 people who've spoken to him recently. Bertha, the cook, Regina, the maid, and Hirsch, the hand.
I reckon those aren't the only 3 people that know him.
I'm surprised that he's ever spoken to anyone but myself. Nickvard is a loner. Which is also why I suspect something bad has happened. Now that he's decided to leave his shell, that is. But I'm afraid that's all I've managed to find out. Since Lord von Berkove's arrival, I've been preoccupied with other matters.
I thought you had the book on you. But since you don't, I'm not going to go around looking for it.
That's a pity. Yeah, I'll just have to hope Nickvard's conscience will catch up with him and he'll come by himself. Continue investigating. I might have time for that once the papal schism is over.
About that,
Please tell me.
first I need to find the people who might...
Didn't you say you weren't going to look for...
Well,
Ah, what do I care? I should be glad. Who are you trying to find?
you said Nickvard is avoiding you. Where at the castle does he live? Are there any places he frequents?
Nickvard lives like a hermit here at Trotsky. Like a ghost. His chambers are in the Crone's Tower. But God knows if he's ever slept. He took his meals down in the Crone's. Lately, I've often seen him talking to Regina in the Knight's Hall, or looking out the hall window. I caught sight of him a few times with Hirsch at the...
So I just have to hope I run into him.
Nickvard always just shows up. I've rarely ever found him on my... I'm not surprised you can't find him anywhere, since I've been trying...
Where is Bertha?
Bertha cooks for us in the Crone's kitchen. If you can't find her there, try the first house in the lower castle, across from the door to the dun...
Where is Regina?
As Lord von Berkoff's personal maid, she'll likely be somewhere in the Maiden's Palace. Perhaps in the Knight's Hall, or on the floor above it, near the Lord's chambers. She even sleeps there.
Where is Hirsch, the stable boy?
I've seen him with Hirsch at the transport yard below the... He sleeps in the house directly across from it. I don't know...
That's everything I needed. Bertha, instead of devils, I need your help now with Nickvard. The scribe told me you might know something about him.
Well, I'm waiting for Lord Libac to stop by. I brewed him another phial of medicine, but I don't even know if the last one helped. I told him to stop by for another one soon. I reckon he must be feeling better.
It still hurts.
Nickvard needed medicine? For what?
I can't say. I promised Lord Libac his secret is safe with me, as well as his phial of medicine.
Oh, come now. Nickvard misplaced an important book somewhere. A sort of alchemist cookbook. I need to find it.
I remember the recipes by heart. And Lord Libac's secret is certainly worth more than any book.
Listen, Bertha. Do you realize your stubbornness is making everything more difficult? Nickvard borrows a mysterious book, suddenly he stops talking to the scribe, and falls ill. And when the only person who wants to get to the bottom of it comes to you, you keep mum. You don't want to have Nickvard on your conscience, do you?
I suppose you're right. I reckon Lord Libac would forgive me if he knew I was only trying to help him, right?
I'm sure he would.
Well, it's a common potion for a bellyache. Just better tasting. It helps your meals go down easier and come out slower the other end. In that regard, Lord Libac had, well, how to say it? Everything came out much too quickly.
Just say it. He shot himself.
It was in the privy down below the Crone, by the training ground below the guardhouse. I helped him clean his hose and made him the medicine, and I promised that I wouldn't say anything. Lord Libac is quite particular about the impression he makes on the young maids, you know. He didn't want this little episode to put them off. That's why he didn't use the privy near the maids' quarters, though it's closer to his chamber, but to the arena instead, and only when there weren't any soldiers around. But this time, it caught up with him.
Is that all?
What else is there to say? That the entire time he looked as if he'd done the worst thing in the world. It happens to the best of us, and I told him as much then. I'm just surprised he never came back for another file, I must say. He did look as if the fate of the entire castle was suddenly on his shoulders.
I don't know if this is going to do me any good.
Well, you could have found a worse clue.
Thanks anyway. Come here. Don't show yourself here again.
Shouldn't be out here alone like that.
I knew about people who paid him if he could do something similar with our abandoned iron mill.
Iron mills have nothing to do with dying, though, do they?
Of course not. We already have a
Doing this
master
right.
smithy and laborers, but we need someone who knows how to drum up business.
Oh, I see. That shouldn't be a problem. It's not that far, and if I put in a good word for you, I'm sure he'll help you out.
I'd be truly indebted to you, and if it works out, I'll make it worth your while, of course.
Don't mention...
Greetings. What brings...
I've sinned, Father. I want to purify my soul in the eye of God and repent.
Your soul is pure, son. Do you really wish to make a penitence pilgrimage?
I'll do it some other time.
As you wish.
I'd like to...
What is this?
Can you tell me what's been happening in the world?
I'll tell you some interesting things.
I'm sorry?
My lord, take care of my horse.
I apologize.
Don't show yourself here again.
Is this how they clean floors around here now?
I'm sorry?
The angel of the Lord declares very that she conceived.
What are you roaming around here for?
I'm not doing anything. You're doing a great job keeping watch.
You'd better believe it.
That should do it.
You better watch out for me. Got it?
I'm not doing anything. You're doing a great job keeping watch.
You're not permitted to be here. Surrender at once.
Easy now. I surrender.
You can't say you weren't warned. You can't just loiter around on other... You'll pay up and show me whether you stole anything.
please. Look at me. Do I look like a dishonest man? This is all just a misunderstanding.
Oh, I apologize, my lord. I must have made a mistake. Let's just forget about this.
Be careful. It happens! Just watch where you're going next time.
Made by his passion on the cross, we brought to the glory of his resurrection. Through the same Christ our Lord. Amen.
Stay close to the others. It's not safe here.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
I came to tell you I sprinkled all the fireplaces in the second part of the castle.
Oh, thank God. Finally, I didn't want to start making Pike aspect while those monsters were roaming around. Did you see any of them?
I wasn't so lucky.
Oh, that's a shame. But you can be sure they've seen you. Thanks for taking care of it. Hopefully they'll leave us alone for at least a year. Take care and good night.
I'll go and see what's making that noise. You're not permitted to be here.
Give up. Take care of something here first. What do you expect?
I surrender!
To find there anyway?
You can't. You'll pay up.
Look, can you keep a secret?
What are you talking about? What secret?
Look, we're both men, aren't we?
Where are you going with this? You're testing my patience.
It's like this. Yesterday, I met this pretty girl.
No.
They're really good. Well, this... then all of us... That girl... Oh,
All right, then.
Good day to you.
Greetings to you.
Is your head made of wood? You...
Out! Are you kidding? Stop that!
Stay close to the others. It's not safe here.
What do we have here?
Greetings, sir. Lord von Bergov, I've been told to deal with the demons plaguing the castle.
It's a thankless job, but a necessary one. I appreciate you taking care of it.
Are they really so much trouble around here?
They've been a nuisance ever since the castle was built. Call him whatever you want. Satan, Lucifer, Beelzebub. That hellish bastard certainly wasn't happy when Sir Vincent started building 2 towers right on top of his extinguished fairy estate.
I can't imagine he was.
But he soon realized it made him closer to people and that he could tempt them more easily. Many a poor soul in the lower castle has already fallen for his schemes and made a pact with hell.
Why don't you put a stop to it?
The castle is situated in a good strategic location. We have no choice but to try and tolerate Lucifer, and he has no choice but to tolerate us.
What the... There we are. Problem solved. Stop messing around. Good. And don't do it again. Are you 5 years old? Stop that. Yeah, real funny.
Greetings. What?
How long have you been serving?
And what are you after, anyway?
Nothing. I'm a blacksmith like my father before me, so...
So, you thought you might find some work with me? Well, you won't, fella me lad. And if you are going to be loitering around me here, all you'll do is get on my nerves. So, best be on your way. Take care for now.
I'm sorry.
Good morning.
Do you know where I can find Nickvard? The scribe said you might know.
Erazim is suddenly interested in Nickvard and me. You don't say. But when I need him to read something for me, he never has the time. I'm sorry.
I was asking about Nickvard.
Aye, I heard you. Say, can you read?
I can.
In that case, would you mind reading this message I have from Nickvard?
Show me. Dear Mistress of the Chambers. What is it?
Oh, what I wouldn't give to get messages from someone else. Say, Lord Capon. Never mind. Read on. Though I reckon it interests you more than me.
Persevere. We shall soon escape the dungeon of those two women. Cursed fate, however, has placed an obstacle in my way. The heat of the Lightbringer's potion is working, and I can feel my insides being reborn. But when the last remnants of old age left my body, something else was washed away with them.
How much longer is it?
Not much. My damn clumsiness has sent all of the Lightbringer's secrets into the void, but fear not, I shall get them back. May this be the first task on the road to your liberation. That's it.
Beautiful.
True enough. Nickvard has a flair for the dramatic.
My, that's Liebach for you.
But what does it mean? Can you explain any of it to me?
Lord Liebach has taken a liking to me. I suggested to him it wasn't proper for a noble to have an affair with a maid. He thought I meant he was too old for me. But then he found what he calls the Lightbringer's potion book. He said it would light a flame in him that would burn out all that's old. So I suppose it worked. Hooray!
I know the book he's talking about, but what does he mean, into the void?
Look, can we stop talking about this? I feel a little uncomfortable here, talking about some old lovelorn nobleman.
I need help. You can give it some thought, can't you?
No! And now leave me alone. I apologize.
Greetings to you.
I must be mad. Huh? Yeah, real funny!
Greetings. You better knock it off. If you like me, there are better ways of showing it.
What if you hurt me with that stone, eh?
Good morning, Henry.
Morning. Have a good day.
Thanks. You too.
What's that sound? What?
Yeah?
You. It's just you. What are you whistling for? Get out of my sight. Clear off. What the? Now you fucked up with that stone. This arsehole keeps making trouble. Go and have a word with him and get him to stop. Surrender at once!
Easy now. I surrender.
I've got it in for you were the one. Your fun and games will cost you, boy.
All right, I'll pay.
Very well.
Huh? What the... Wait. I'll go and see what's making that noise. Hey! You're not permitted to...
Come here. Aye, come here.
Now I've got you.
I surrender. Enough.
Felt like doing a bit of robbery, did you? Snooping around for now.
All right, I'll pay.
Now show me what you've got.
All right.
Well, well. This is obvious. All right, but I don't... Be on your way. Is your head made of wood? You can't...
Aye. Farewell.
Good to see you.
Greetings.
Greetings. What brings you here so early in the morning?
I'm looking for Nickvard. The scribe told me you might know something about him.
Hey, Nick. I mean, Lord Libac. I almost forgot about him. I suppose his task wasn't so pressing, hmm?
What do you mean, forgot?
Nick Libac, that is, entrusted me with a big task quite a while back. He's a castle lord. Obviously, I had to obey him. But then I heard what another castle lord was planning, von Berghoff, and I had to obey him even more. He says there's a war on. So here I am, ready to go off to battle.
I need to know more about what Nickvard asked you to do.
No. There are new rules now. You have to prove you're not a spy.
I understand, sure. Just tell me what you want, and let's not delay.
A sword.
Sword? Hmm? What sword?
A long and very good one to help me deal with other spies. If you bring it to me, I'll know you're not an enemy spy who should fear me. Forge one, buy one, or even steal one for me. Maybe from one of the guards at the training ground or down by the gate. During the day, they're not in the towers anyway.
Steal a sword? That sounds like something a spy would do.
Not a spy who wants to help von Berghoff's most loyal servant. By servant, I mean me. See, once I get a sword, I'll fill you in on Nickvard's task.
You wanted a sword? So look at what I got for you.
That's perfect. Lovely. I don't think you're a spy. Can't say for sure, but you seem all right.
What about Nickvard, then?
Nickvard asked me to do something for him. He must have admired my devotion to Lord von Berghoff. Either way, Nick looked troubled and not very healthy. He wanted me to fetch him something he lost outside the castle. And I told him I would. At least I could check to see if anyone was sneaking around about the castle. But then Nickvard clutched his belly and ran off. So I never found out what he wanted, or from where.
That's all?
Aye. If you run into Nickvard, ask him if he still needs it or whether he found it himself. I'll be going into war soon, so I don't have time for these things, see?
I'll tell him.
Careful!
Christ be praised. It happens. Just watch where you're going.
Careful.
I'd like certain. I like a longsword, but there's not much room for it in the heat of battle, where brute force will come in more handy for you. Such a hit with the pommel of a sword, handle of an axe, or edge of a shield will certainly disorient everyone. Would you like me to show you? If you are not afraid of fistfights, I'll show you a little trick. It is actually a simple blow with the back of the hand to the opponent's neck. I was taught it by a good old Franciscan, back when I was studying. I wonder what became of him.
I'd like to learn.
Why not? I can show you how I teach the local men to fight with pikes. It's not that noble a weapon, but it's dangerously effective. One slash across the belly and you've got him where you want him. What do you say? I'll show you. But of course, first, you kick your opponent between the legs and pretend you're losing your balance. But at that moment, you swing the back of your hand at his neck. It won't put a blow down, but it'll give you time to attack again. Now come and try it a few times. All good? No learning has ever fallen from heaven for anybody.
Let's fight.
As you wish.
I just.
What will you...
I'll go with a.
What weapon?
The same as.
Ready to...
I'm ready. Ah! Ah! Attack me. I'll try to defend.
Sure.
Ah!
Take that! Ha! Oh, what the? Go fuck yourself! Ah! Fucking hell! Enough! I need to catch...
Let me catch my breath.
Oh.
Let's fight.
Stop by when... Yeah! Real funny! Stop fooling around with those stones!
Let's fight.
Come by another...
Let's fight.
As you wish.
A practice.
What's your weapon of choice?
I want a longsword.
What do you want me...
The same.
Ready?
I'm ready.
What a waste of money. Didn't you hear the king himself announced that everyone should have a good bow on hand? Which king would that be? When the king commands, his subjects have to obey, don't they? You didn't hear it from the trader who sold the bow, by any chance? Aye. Come back to it. It was you who told me.
I'm knackered.
As you wish. Do you want to try something else? Ah, that's a lot of blood. Ah, this should stop it. Yeah, real funny. Stop fooling around with... those stones.
Let's fight.
As you wish.
I just...
What's...
I want...
What should I...
The same.
Ready to...
Let's do...
I'm all yours.
Try attacking.
Let's go. Fuck that! Enough! I need...
Let me cut. Do you know when von Bergov plans to attack Nebukov?
I'm not a soothsayer. I don't know any more than you, Henry. I reckon he'll announce his plan to his vassals at the banquet.
What can we do in the meantime?
Wait? What else? Try to amuse ourselves? You can manage that by yourself, can't you? Come and pick me up this evening, before the banquet.
Have you heard?
I haven't spoken to them. Come and pick me up this evening, before the banquet.
Once more, then.